The growing season winds down and we start preparing our yards for winter. You may think the work is done for pollinators, but that couldn't be further from the truth.
Yeah, that's right. Today we are joined by Emily Swihart, horticulture expert with the Illinois Extension Office. She's going to talk a little bit more about how we can continue to support pollinators all year long. Emily, as always, we appreciate you being here with us.
Thanks for having me back.
You know, we always hear pollinators, pollinators, pollinators.
Yeah.
They're so important for our environment.
Yeah, the message has gotten out. I get calls, I get emails, I get people, send me pictures of all the pollinator plants that they have in their landscape. And usually they're flowering plants, which is important, of course, right? From early in the spring all the way through the fall, we still need to have flowering plants in our landscape. So that's tip number one.
Okay.
Make sure we still have flowering plants in our landscape.
Okay.
They might be looking a little rough right now. Yeah. That's okay. They might be, not at their peak. They're still being utilized by pollinators. So I did bring in a few things here from our landscape at the Extension Office. We have asters right here, and then I've got these chrysanthemums, and then I have a spider plant.
Okay.
And what I wanted to show folks is that there is a difference in the way a flower is formed in its accessibility to nectar and pollen for pollinators. So, for example, the spider plant here, you can see the pollen grains just like right up on there, easily accessible for bees to access. Same with the asters. It's just open form flower, very easy to access.
Okay.
Mums have all of these petals. And so those are harder for pollinators to get access to the nectar and the pollen resources. So you can have mums. I'm not anti-mum. I've got them.
But keep it in mind.
Just keep it in mind when you're making selections for your flowering plants throughout the year, that they need to be able to have access to those nectar and pollen resources.
Good to know.
And we have some friends with us here today.
The weevils.
The weevils.
Yeah, so I brought, so over here, Kyle, you've got some acorn weevils.
Yes.
And then over here, I've got some oak galls, different types of galls. I get calls and questions a lot about like these forms on oaks especially.
Often, Yep,
and then I got one on a goldenrod. It's a little dry, but you can see on here this like bulbous formation.
Okay.
What the galls are and what happened over here is that earlier in the season, beneficial insects laid eggs inside of our plants, and they've developed into pupa. And so that is how like plants are being used to propagate basically pollinators. We need to let this all be.
Right.
When the acorns fall to the ground, we need to leave them on the ground so that the weevils can actually burrow into the soil as they emerge.
To know,
So they need to have what we call soft landings. That is a soft landscape that we are providing for them. Same with yard cleanup. Don't do it.
Perfect.
Just wait till the spring, because if you remove this from the landscape, you're removing their
it.
Gosh,
So,
Emily, you are a wealth of information. If you want more information on native pollinators, you can visit the website on your screen, extension.illinois.edu/HMRS.
Leave the leaves.
Leave the leaves, leave the acorns. Very important.
Thank you for joining us.
Jeopardy up next, followed by your local news at 4.